All right, so are we all ready to recite the company motto? Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
believe so. All right,
Yep.
company motto.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
cherish the
Tomorrow,
Cherish
spirit,
the
there is the
spirit,
create the
spirit,
create the
vision,
create the
vision,
follow the
vision,
faith,
follow the
commit to the
faith,
faith,
dream,
commit to the
adapt, adapt,
dream,
adapt.
adapt, adapt.
Thank you all very much for your very enthusiastic recital of the company motto. As I explained just before, the reason why we recite the motto is because all of our values can be traced back to the company motto itself, which is why we always recite this at the beginning and end of the meeting in order to keep at our heart what really matters in our business, which is to cherish the spirit and follow the vision and faith and also to serve in humility, right? So to give you an overview of today's agenda, I will be giving a full presentation of the basic business presentation of Atomy Business. So that is about what is the that will be about why we need to start Atomy Business, why it can be for everyone, and how are the products and how is the culture, as well as what is inside the marketing plan system that allows all of us to be able to succeed in this business. So I hope that you will pay attention and will be able to take something away very valuable from tonight's event. All right, now moving on, I would like to start by introducing myself. So I was born in Korea, but I lived abroad for most of my life. And for most of my school years, I graduated from an international school in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And then I studied in University of Amsterdam. I also worked as undergraduate level exam course trainer. So I also worked as a teacher as a side job in university. And then I joined the army. I had to serve in the military in Korea as a Katusa. So I worked with American soldiers. And then I also was employed for a couple of years as a school teacher, international school teacher, teaching humanities subject. And the reason why I got into teaching is because I had this vision to bring a change to the education system, to provide education for those people who don't have it and who cannot afford it, and to create an education system that is truly fair, equal, and inclusive. And that is why I got into teaching. So first, I thought that, teaching was my calling. I really enjoyed it, and I thought I was perfect for the job. And so that is why I was gaining the lived experience as an educator, right? And in order for me to do something big, like build an education center for all of Cambodia and provide free education, I actually need to start from the bottom up as a teacher. But the longer I taught, the more I felt like the job was not right for me. Where rather, I felt like my dream was too big for my job. Because most people who work as a teacher, they don't really rise up any more after that. There was no room for career advancement. There was no room for me to grow, which is why I decided to look into business opportunities in order for me to achieve my dreams. And one of the businesses that I almost got started with is dropshipping because I thought this was the best business for me. So in dropshipping business, if you find the manufacturer and you design your products, then your manufacturer will deliver the products directly to the customers whenever the customers make an order. Which means that after you set up the system, seemingly everything will be automatic, right? But then I realized that in order for me to actually do this business, I need to find a good manufacturer, which is really difficult for quality control. And then I have to design my own products, but I'm not a designer. And I have to find an item that is popular, like Labubu dolls that are very trendy, but how long will they be popular for, right? Maybe they'll be popular and trendy for 3 months. So what do I sell after 3 months? I have to find a new item. So even though they really said that this drop shipping business was a passive, it will allow you to earn passive income, it turned out that actually, no, this is labor intensive active income because every 3 months, every 6 months, I would have to actually find something that would sell. And then even the website for me to sell a lot, I would have to be the one to advertise the website, which is really difficult, right? So after considering all of this, I actually remembered that in the Atomy business that my mom was already starting in, they would take care of everything for me. In Atomy, it's not me, but it's the company that chooses the best manufacturer in Korea for all types of products. It is Atomy company that will develop all the products and design all products and do market research for what kind of products are in demand. And it is the company that invested millions of dollars into this application, this platform where you can actually purchase the products. And then, it's also the company that will deliver the products to the customers. And it is the company that makes sure that there's a lot of members and there's awareness with the business too. So all I have to do is just use my mouth, open my mouth and tell people only one word, try. I can tell them, hey, these products are really good. I love the products. Try them. Hey, this business is really good. It's a really good opportunity for you. Try it. All I have to do is just say one word, which is try. And then that is somehow works as a business for me. And the thing is, before I started Atomy Business, I had already been a user, a consumer of Atomy products. So for me, even though I had really bad acne prone skin before and a lot of acne scars, as you can see in the photos on the left side, I used evening care and the Derma Real C cassette for over 2 years. And then, but after 3 to 6 months of use, my skin started changing significantly. And then eventually it became like the skin that I have now, which is very glowing and very smooth and also clear of acne. And now to the point that whenever I go somewhere and meet new people, they ask me, what do you use for your skincare? And they're always interested to know. And all I have to say is that I use Atomy skincare. And after that, now I also have been participating in the success system, sharing Atomy passionately and also working hard with all of my partners that I love so much. And so my now I am working truly towards my vision from that I had since the beginning of this business, which is to succeed together with all of my partners until not only for myself, but all of my partners will become Imperial Master with me together. And that is why I am doing this business, not only to be rich for myself, not only to make my own dream come true, but to make dreams come true for everyone that works with me. So now you might be thinking, what is it about Atomy that is giving Manchu this confidence and faith about the success that he's going to experience very soon in his life? What is making him think this? So the bottom line is that Atomy is a truly reliable business partner because it is a source of steady income generation because of systematic business and competitive edge that it has with products. And before moving on with talking about actual what kind of business Atomy actually is, we also have to be aware of the current times. So you know that there has been, with the rise of COVID, we have been experiencing a lot of economic turmoils,
Yeah.
and the economy is extremely unstable. And this is true for everybody, right? And especially nowadays, I know that in Indonesia and all over the world, a lot of people are struggling because Trump has been cutting all the trade with all the other countries, right? And because of that, a lot of the businesses are suffering, unfortunately. And the thing is, something like this was completely unforeseen. We did not know that something like this would happen. But it is true that President Trump does take unpredictable action. And so because of this, we know that not even because of financial crisis, not even because of diseases, but even because of maybe a world leader, we might be facing very unpredictable economic events. And that is why we really know more than ever that we can never predict the economy and the future economy at all. Right? And so in that kind of times, then we can also know that everyone is that economic survival of every individual is at risk today. Even if you are rich right now, doesn't mean that you will stay rich forever, right? And even though we're living in such unpredictable times, our life expectancy is increasing more and more to the point that now in Korea, the life insurance policy has increased the maximum age from 100 to 120 years of age. So that means that there's going to be people who live up until 120 years old. But we also know that the average retirement age is around 50 to 60, which means that you're only halfway through your life if you assume that you're going to live until 120 years. So then what are we going to do after we retire? If we ask around to many people asking, are you prepared for your life after retirement? Most people are going to sadly say no. So that is why we also need a proper solution to be able to prepare for our future. So now, in these rapidly changing times with uncertain economic environment and insecure retirement plans, what is really important for us to find is to find a system that can generate steady and stable income. What is important is not to have a lot of wealth right now. Even if you have a lot of money, a lot of property, it doesn't matter because that can all fly away because of unforeseen events. But what matters is to have, not something, even if it is not a system that is giving you tons of money, but to have a steady source of income that is constantly generating income for you. So that is what is important for us right now. And in terms of generating wealth in this 21st century, we know that everything points towards something called digital platforms, right? It is all platform businesses that are generating money. For example, I'm sure that you're all familiar with all the platforms like Amazon, Google, and Facebook, right? And also Twitter or X, right? All of these platforms are pulling in all the capital, right? And the thing is, the what characterizes a platform is it is a digital space that connects the consumers with products or services, right? They're not manufacturing a physical product. This is not about a sales business, but it's about connecting people, right? It's all about connecting people. So what I want to say here is that Atomy is also a platform company. It's also a platform businesses. But Atomy actually goes beyond these platform giants like Google and Facebook. And the reason is because Atomy is not only a platform company, but this platform company also allows normal people like us to be able to earn money from their platform. If you think about Google or Facebook or YouTube, do they actually allow you to earn money? Right? Only YouTube, right? And even for YouTube as well, in order for you to become successful and earn a lot of money from YouTube platform, you have to have incredible talents and a specific edge that attracts a lot of subscribers, right? It doesn't allow just normal people to be able to earn money. Only those special ones get to earn money from YouTube, right? But they're saying that Atomy, even though it's a platform, it will allow normal people, ordinary people like us, even without special talents, to be able to earn significant amount of steady passive income that to the point that we can really live the life that we desire. So that is what differentiates Atomy. And we also know that a lot of economists they argue that in order for us to, become abundant, to have enough money, not even rich, but to be well off in the future, that in order to be like that, we need to either start a platform company, so invent a platform, or if you cannot start a platform company, you need to buy a platform company. And after you buy a platform company, then you will still be an owner of a platform, right? Or if you cannot start a platform company or buy one, then what you need to do is work with a platform company that will allow you to earn money from their platform. So if you are not able to be a platform CEO, start your own company, design your own platform, or buy one, then the only option here for us is to take the third option, right? And I'm telling you here that Atomy is what actually allows us to do that. Atomy is a personal platform business, and just by being a registered member, we can be our own personal platform CEO. Because just by being a member, then you will become an owner of your own personal platform from which you can conduct your own business and build your own income from that. So then, would you or wouldn't you take this opportunity that can change your life, right? In order for us to survive the future, we have to be connected with a platform. And if you take a look around at all the other platforms, they don't allow people like us to actually, earn from their platforms. And one of the only platforms that allows us to do that is Atomy, which is why Atomy is not just a platform business. This is a post-platform business. It's something that goes beyond the platforms because it's a platform that allows normal people like us to succeed. And if we're going to really succeed with this platform business, we also need to know more about the company and products, right? Whether that can actually allow us to succeed. So that's what I will explain more from now. So in terms of the scale of this company, it has accumulated up to 2.2 trillion Korean won in total global sales in 2021, and it is only ever increasing. Even during COVID, did not decrease. So you can see that it's a very promising company with very steady growth. And if you also look at the audit report, you can also see why Atomy Company products are really good quality and good price. So you can see that the production cost here is up to 47.2%, right? That means that out of the 100% revenue, 47.2% of the money goes into the production. That means if you have a $10 sunscreen, then the cost of making that is almost $5, almost at 50%, right? And I can assure you that you will not be able to find any product out there where the production cost is half of the retail price. Because usually, the retail from the retail price, a lot of it goes into the models, the advertisement, and the maintenance costs for having offline stores, and so on, right? But in Atomy, we cut all of that. We don't have any model, we don't have any other advertisement. We are the model for Atomy. We are the brand ambassador. And there's also no offline store. Everything is sold online. So because they cut all of that sales management fee, they are able to bring up the production cost ratio as high as possible. And in the end, what this means is that when you buy products from Atomy, the quality that you get for the price you pay is going to be incredible and incomparable to other brands. And that is also why we also had near 0% return rate for 14 consecutive years for Atomy products, even though we have a 3-month return, a free return policy. So within 3 months, even after you open the box and use the product, if you don't like the product, you can return it and get a full refund. So that's the kind of policy that we have in Atomy. But even with that policy, no one is returning the product because the products are so good, because the quality is so amazing. And if the product is good and the price is good, then there will always be consumers, which is what Chairman Park Han-gil said. We're also a truly global company now that is growing into a global distribution hub with 27 global branches right now. And now from 56 countries, people can register as members and earn an income from Atomy. And even more than that, in 114 countries, people can be consumers and purchase products from Atomy Shopping Mall. We're also a company that is leading into the global network marketing market, where Chairman Park Han-gil, which is the CEO of our company, is also part of the CEO Council of World Federation of Direct Selling Association. And he also won the approval of next year's World Summit, which is going to be held in Korea. And it was Chairman Park Han-gil that really led to winning that approval for the summit to be held in Korea. So uh, I also am excited for the summit, and I hope that many people will be attending there. And that is going to be one of the events that will change, truly transform the perception of the world towards network marketing business industry. So now that I'm talking about the chairman, why do we need to know about the chairman, right? Who cares what the CEO says or who the CEO is, right? But it actually matters. And the reason is because in the world today, in the economies today, for a company to be sustainable and survive for a long time, then they have to not only be good at generating profit, but they have to meet these three criteria, which is ESG, which is environmental social governance, right? So they have to be environmentally friendly. They also have to be have good social contribution and socially ethical. And they also have to have good management system within, the good governing system within the company. So they also have to be treating their employees well, right? So when we think about all of these criteria, this is something that is apart from generating profit, right? So then who is going to really make sure that all of this actually is maintained well? And the person who can really ensure that is the CEO, the leader of the company, which is why we have to know about the leader too. And as for CEO Chairman Han-gil Park, he has been named the most admired CEO in Korea, in all of Korea, for 4 consecutive years. So you can also see that if he is really gaining that kind of respect and recognition in all of Korea, there must be something about him, right? And as you learn more and more about him from his lectures, from his testimonies, you will know what kind of ethical, morally compassionate person he really is. And it is not only the CEO, but the company itself that has also gained the best Great Place to Work certification, and it has been ranked the second best company to work for in all of Asia. So we can also see that the company itself is also adhering to ethical and good management system. And that is the reason why we also have many different major magazines, journals, and news channels that are broadcasting and reporting on the chairman and company for their ethical business practices. One of the prime example of our ethical business practice is the culture of sharing that the company promotes. And so for Atomy actually is the top ranking company in Korea to give to donation. So in terms of company revenue to donation ratio, Atomy stands at the highest at 2.04% and is the only company in all of Korea that actually goes higher than 2%. All the other companies are on 1 point something, right? And if you actually compare this to profit, not revenue, then 18% of profit is given in donations. So who's taking all the profit is usually the CEO, right? The shareholders of the company, right? And all these shareholders, our CEO doesn't even take all the profit, donates 18%, almost 1/5 of his profit into donations. In terms of why we can succeed, so we have checked the company is good, the company is good and the products no, the company is good, the chairman is good, we can really trust this company, right? But can we succeed? What is the factor that allows us to succeed is the success system. So we have many different success factors, one of which is the success system, and that is our education system with Success Academy, Global Seminar for part-timers, and one-day seminars held in all of the different provinces and regions. And this is provided for free by Atomy Company. That's the most important part. They provide for free. And so even if you are not experienced, you can attend the system in order for you to grow. And when you find business partners that also don't know how to grow in this business, all you need to do is invite them to the success system. Now, we also have absolute quality, absolute price, masstige product strategy. This is our product philosophy. We have to provide the best quality items for the lowest prices. So that is what we mean by absolute quality, absolute price, right? And when we have that, then there will always be consumer demand. Which is why when we have maintained this product philosophy, we are now have branded ourselves as the trustworthy Atomy. When people use Atomy products, they don't use it because it's the best, but they use it most because they can trust the brand, right? They really use this brand with trust. And that is also why we all have had this customer-centered management for 3 times in a row. So this customer-centered management certification is given to only the products or companies that really ensure that they adhere to the needs of the consumers and the customers, right? And it's really difficult to get this certification, and yet Atomy has been getting this for all of the time since the first time that it has gained this certification. So, in terms of what kind of products that have led to the company growing and getting all of these certifications, we really owe it to Atomy Hemohim. So, what is Atomy Hemohim? It is an immune booster, right? And it is also one of a kind. There's no other product like it, which is why Atomy has 22 different international patents that in all of these countries like USA, Germany, Korea, Japan, and so on, is also the top selling product in the industry for 8 years in a row, and also top exported product from Korea now. And so, really, I cannot stop. I can go on forever if I am to talk about Hemohim. All you need to know is that Hemohim is what is going to change your health condition. It's going to give you energy. It's going to strengthen your immune system, and it will change your day-to-day life. So, if you haven't tried Hemohim, try it. And even if you have tried it, I advise that everyone will go online and search in detail about what is so special about Hemohim. One tip for that is to go on Google and search Hemohim Medical Journal. So if you search in medical journals, there's a lot of research articles with medical experiments that really with significant results about what hemohim is good for. Hemohim has been known for also having a positive effect for cancer patients, also for lung disease, and so on. Not only for energy and immune system. So really, I advise that everyone goes on there and look into it. Now, the second best product from Atomy is the Absolute Selective Skincare. For this as well, all I'm going to say is that when you use it, you will not regret it. And it's going to make you younger and younger, which is why if you look at a lot of women in Atomy, they tend to look younger and younger as time goes by. And that is why, because of the incredible technology used in this product, that is why they received four of these uh, awards for the product. And it's really the first time for a cosmetic product to receive any of these awards. And to have 4 awards in one product is really completely unheard of. So for Absolute as well, I advise that you will go into it. There's a lot of resources online on YouTube as well about what is so good about Atomy. So you can Absolute Skincare. So you can look over there. And so now we have just checked the company is good. The CEO we can trust. Even the brand we can trust because of the products. And we have the success system. So then, how can we actually earn money, right? That is the most important question. So that is what we're going to look into here. And one thing that I want you to keep in mind during this is for you to think about whether you can succeed with this system. Does it allow anyone to actually succeed from this business? Not only the best speakers or someone who already has MLM experience, or does it really allow anyone like me to succeed? So, because I have the confidence in that, that is why I started this business. So, I hope that you will also be able to find that reason here tonight. So the only reason for an ordinary person like us to become rich is by investing in our time because we don't have capital that we can invest, right? We're not filthy rich. And so, in order for us to accumulate wealth, then we also have to have passive income, system income that makes money work for us. And the different options are like this. If you own a huge property that generates constant rent money, or if you're a music producer, YouTuber, or an author or financial investor. But if you're not any of these, then the only option left for you here is network marketing like Atomy. And the thing with Atomy is even though it is a network marketing business, it is also a platform business. And that is really one of a kind business that you can find in the world today. So Atomy's company started with a vision to rewrite the network marketing history. So it is not going to be like the other network marketing companies before. It's going to be really, it is here to really change the history and perception towards multi-level marketing. And that the answer to that lies within the marketing plan itself. So, in the marketing plan of Atomy, the main idea is to turn our consumption into economic gain and income. So, when you are purchasing products that you need to buy anyways, like the daily necessity products like toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, and detergent, when you buy from other supermarkets, you don't really accumulate points and get cashback. But if you purchase from Atomy, you can accumulate purchase points called PV. And then when you accumulate enough, you will get cash back. And if you are sharing to other people, then not only from your own consumption, but from the consumption of the people you share to, their points will also be shared with you, and you will be able to earn proper commission. And the more commission that you are able to earn, then this can also become a proper system of passive income for you. And the thing is, in Atomy, there's no clear distinction between consumer and business member. And the reason is because, in truth, everyone starts as a consumer. They try sunscreen or they try shampoo and they think it's good, right? And it's cheap. So then they also decide to try more products. And one by one, they start changing their brand to Atomy. And then after they become a loyal consumer, and they also naturally also recommend to other people because that's what we do, right? When we find really good products, even if the companies or the brands don't pay us money, we are bound to share it to other people, right? And when we do that, but in Atomy, we receive general commission. And when that happens, people usually think, I didn't change anything about my consumption habit. So why is Atomy paying me? And then when they really learn about the marketing plan and see the potential, the incredible potential in the business, that is when they properly become an Atomy business partner. So here are the main features and strengths of Atomy Business. So first, we are made of binary two-leg system. So in Atomy, you have your left leg of consumers and right leg of consumers. So we work in two lines, right? And everyone in your downline who also does business, they also have their two lines, right? Which is why, for example, for this American member, they also have two downlines in their left and right. So they start branching out, right? All of these people. So these people are also doing business. So the great thing about this is the binary system is very simple because other companies they usually have the system called the sun. So after you finish one line, you start second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way up to 19 lines. When you do that, for a person like me who is not experienced, it's incredibly difficult. So having a binary system is really nice because it's simple. But Atomy is the only company in the world that has the binary system and does not have any of the financial requirements for joining. So in Atomy, it's free for you to register. You don't have to buy anything. There's no minimum purchase, there's no subscription fee, and there's no referral commission. So when you register, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. It's all free for you to join. And not only for you, but for everyone else as well. That is why it's so easy for us to join in this and also to start business in Atomy, not only for ourselves, but with other people. And not only is it completely free to join, but they also wait for you until you are able to earn commission. What I mean by this is that they have unlimited PV accumulation. So your points, your purchase points, PV, does not expire until your small egg reaches 300,000 PV. And the 300,000 PV is actually the threshold for you to receive commission. So until then you will not lose your points. But usually in a lot of companies, they have the deadline, the expiration date for the points. So by the end of the month, they say that your points will expire. So if you don't want to lose your points, then you have to make your own purchases in order for you to receive commission, right? But in Atomy, they're gonna wait for you until they can pay you. And not only do they wait for you to pay you, but they also don't put any limit in your downline. So in a lot of companies, they usually put a limit at 10 levels, which means that for your first three levels, you're gonna get 30% commit, no, 50% commission. For the next three levels, you will get 30%. For the next three levels, you will get 10% commission. But in Atomy, they don't put a limit at 10 levels. They don't put a limit at all. So even if the purchase is made from someone that is down 1,000 levels or 1 million levels, if they purchase something worth 100K PV, then you will also get 100K PV and everyone else as well. So that is why, the infinite downline is really important. So first of all the points are shared with you, right? So everything from below will be shared with you at 100%. But the important part here is it's unlimited. So if they cut off at 10 levels, then you have to make sure that in your 10 levels, you recruit the best and most talented and experienced people in MLM business, right? And only when they sell a lot of products, then you will also earn a lot of money, right? But in Atomy, even if the first people that you register are not the best, even if they are not even active in Atomy, that's fine because you can just keep going down the line and just keep looking for people who are like-minded as you and who are just interested in the business and who are also even better than you at this business. And then whenever they join, whatever they do, all of their points will be shared with you at 100%. And actually, this is the reason why any of us can really succeed. It's not because of, anything else, but because of the unlimited downline. So if we keep going down the line, one day we're gonna find people who are better than us. And then whatever they do is all going to be recognized as ours as well. And that is why we can succeed. And the thing is, this infinite downline is not only limited to your own country, but it is connected to the rest of the world through this global one marketing mechanism. So because of that, you can register people from all over the world, like Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Canada, Singapore, right? This person also has member from Mexico and Colombia. And so even if you are in one country and you move somewhere else, you can just continue the business. And even if the people that you know are not in the same country as you can just phone them up. You can just call them and then ask them to join an Atomy, and they can. And then whenever they buy something, their points will still be shared with you. So here's the important question. So if they don't put any limit to anything like the PV accumulation or downline level or global one marketing, then wouldn't it mean that the earlier that you register and the higher up in the rank you are, wouldn't you be taking all the money? And the answer is yes, if it was not for the compensation ceiling. And because we have the compensation ceiling, there is no limit. Uh, because because there is Sorry. So because there's compensation ceiling, that is why even if you start earlier or later, you all have the same opportunity for success. Because, after you get to a certain point, you cannot earn more money. So after you get to $100,000 per month, You cannot actually earn more money from Atomy, even if you are generating more points and you have more members in your downline, but they will still cut your income at $100,000 per month, which is already a lot. But by making that limit, that is why even if you started 10 years ago or you start today, you will all meet at the top together at the same point. So instead of having like this triangle shaped pyramid structure, they put a line in the middle so that it becomes a trapezoid, and then everyone will meet at this line together. And that is why everyone has the same opportunity for success, and this is a really fair distribution system. And not only that, after you build your passive source of passive income, for where you will receive that income for the rest of your life. After that, your child can also inherit that, and then your grandchild as well. So this is not just a small business, but this is a huge network marketing platform business that can build your income and provide and change the financial future of not only yourself, but your whole family for 3 generations. Now, moving on. So in Atomy, we have 4 different types of commission, right? The first one being the general commission from our downline sales. And then we have mastership bonus for when you achieve a specific level or position in Atomy. And then promotion gift for the first time you actually reach that level. And then lastly, center commission, which is given to the center leaders. So in terms of earning general commission, which is the most important, right? You need to accumulate at least 300,000 in your left and right, and your personal PV also has to be 300. And then after that, you will be able to get around 60,000 Korean won of commission. And now the important thing to note here is your personal PV, after you fill that one time to 300,000, then that will stay forever. Your downline points will refresh to 0, but your personal PV will stay forever. So once you fill that to 300,000, you don't have to fill that ever again. So here is the table, the system for the general commission. So the lowest threshold is 300,000, which will give you around 60,000 Korean won. And then after that, you will also get to, as time passes, you will accumulate more and more points, right? And once you get to 700K daily points, then you will be able to get 120,000 Korean won. And then all the way up to 50 million, which will get you 1.2 million Korean won. So when you are at 50 million PV, this is the compensation ceiling. You cannot earn more. And also, the most important thing to note here is the ratio of increase. So from 300,000 to 50 million, it increases by 166 times, right? But from 60,000 Korean won to 1.2 million Korean won, the rate of increase is 20 times only. So even though in order for you to get more and more money, the harder it is, right? The more points you get, the less they're going to reward you. And the reason is because they want to favor the beginner levels so that they can actually take more and relatively more and also earn faster so that they can grow. And the same is in the mastership commission. So we have 7 different levels of mastership in Atomy, from sales master to imperial. And you can also see here the 20% of the company sales is given as the mastership commission. But from that, half of that goes to the lowest level, to sales master. Half of that at 10%. The rest are all of the rest of the levels together make up the other half. So here they also really make sure that they favor the weak, they favor the beginners so that they can earn more and also grow faster. So for the first level of mastership, which is sales master, how can we actually go for sales master? How you can do that is either in the first half or the second half of the month, you need to accumulate in total during the 15-day period, accumulate 2.5 million PV in your left and right group. Then you will get around 500,000 Korean won for general commission, 500,000 Korean won for mastership bonus, which together will make up around 1 million Korean won. And then if you do that twice in a month, then that will get you around 2 million Korean won, right? So, of course, when you are first starting this business and you don't have a lot of members, then it's gonna be not easy to get to this point, right? You're gonna have to share a lot, you're gonna have to actively work a lot to get to this point. But as time passes, is your number of membership going to increase or decrease? It can only increase, right? As time passes, you can only have more and more consumers. So the the more consumers you have, the easier it's going to be for you to reach 2.5 million PV in 15 days. To the point where at some point this is going to be automatic, right? Even if you don't actively reach out to people, you're gonna get 2.5 million PV in 15 days. And then, of course, if that is happening automatically for you, then it's gonna be happening all the time, right? In the first and second half of the month. And then after you do that, then the 2 million Korean won here from the total commission, that is going to be purely passive income for you because you're not actively doing anything for that. That is coming to you automatically. So they say that becoming this auto sales master is the biggest challenge that you have to face. And after you pass that stage, then everything will come to you super smoothly and fast. And that is why our biggest goal and challenge that we have to take is to become auto sales master. That is the direction that we have to head towards. So now I will explain more about the promotion gifts that are given to each mastership. So for sales master, then they're gonna give you the best products from Atomy, which is Hemohim, the Fame, and Evening Care. And for diamond, then the requirement changes, right? Instead of having downline sales points, you're gonna need two sales masters from each of your leg to um, to become sales master, right? So now these people are the ones who were maybe before your consumers, but then after seeing you start to earn money, they're gonna be like, oh, I also want to earn money. I also want to be sales master like you. How can I do that? And when you find four people who are like that, then you will become diamond master. So as a diamond master, then you will get the best products from Atomy as well as $800 cash reward. As Sharon Rose Master, you'll get $2,000 and travel voucher for two people. As Star Master, you'll get $10,000 and travel voucher for four people. And as Royal Master, you will get 50,000 and travel voucher for a cruise tour all around Europe for 10 days and 10 nights and 11 days. And also a mid-sized vehicle rental fee and sponsorship activity fee. After that, as Crown Master, then you will get 300,000 US dollars and travel voucher for another cruise tour and now a full payment for a brand new car, as well as sponsorship activity fee. Now, this is the last level and also our end goal, right? Imperial Master. So, as Imperial Master, you will get 1 million US dollars and travel voucher for another cruise tour, full brand new car, driver and office rental fee, and sponsorship activity fee. So, here you will be able to live as a truly successful CEO. And if you add up just the cash promotion itself, you already get $1.363 million. But this is on top of the commissions that you're going to be earning along the way. So just think about how much money you're really going to be earning in total. It's going to be really mind-blowing. And lastly, the center commission is the one that is given to center leaders for running education centers and training members' purposes, such as the regional seminars, webinars, Success Academy, and one-day seminar. So that is all I have for you today. Lastly, I'm going to finish with this slide. So I just presented everything that you need to know about Atomy, right? About the company, CEO, products, their philosophy, culture, and the marketing plan, which is why we all succeed. So now I have presented you with all the evidence for why we can succeed in this business. So here is what Jack Ma, the CEO of Alibaba, said before. He said that successful people can see it because they believe it. Even if they cannot physically see it, they believe it and then they can see it, right? The ordinary people, they only believe it when they can see it. They say, show it to me first, show me first, and then I'll believe it. And then the people who fail, they're the ones, even when they can see it physically, they still choose not to believe it because of their own preconception and prejudice. So, I want to ask, which category do you fall into? I just presented everyone with the evidence for why this company and business is guaranteed for success, right? We all should know why this business will work for everybody. So even if only the people who fail will be the ones who don't believe it, right? Even the ordinary people should believe this now because now I've shown it to everyone. Now you can see it, right? So let's get started with this business. If you haven't, let's do this. And if you did not have the faith in this business before, let's have that faith. This is really guaranteed. We will be able to succeed in this business, and it's just a matter of time. And it's also a matter of how much you decide to put into this business, how much effort and time and faith that you decide to put into this business. And all of that is up to you. That is your choice. So I hope that you will be able to make a wise choice tonight. And I hope that we will all be able to succeed together and meet together as Imperial Master one day. So that is all for me today. And thank you so much for listening. No, so so I gave the full presentation today because I feel like it has been a while since I have done that. And if for the new members, we should be able to have the full presentation. I will also be putting this on YouTube so that you can also go back to it if you need. And if you also find other new members who speak English and they want and you want to show it to them and they say, "Oh, what do I need to know about Atomy?" Then you can just show them the YouTube video and say just invest 1 hour of your time and you'll learn everything you need to know about Atomy, right? So before we move on, I want to specially welcome our Royal Master Munduk Yan and Royal Master Park Eun-ha, who is here tonight, and also Sharon Rose Master Hong Sung-soo, who is here as well from Korea. So I want to thank all the leaders and sponsors from Korea and all over the world who are joining. And I want to open this last 5 to 10 minutes for anyone to be able to share something that they might want to share tonight. If whether it is a question or a story or speech, whatever you want to share, now is the time to share.
Hello, I'm Third Master Jinny Park. It's been a year since I started Atomy Business. I want to share my thoughts today. I'm the one who changed my mind in a second. The reason why I was able to endure the boredom of the time, the streets, and repetition is the power of the system plug-in. And I could see that the power of repetition of action shines over time. Lastly, I think I'm going to get tired of the heat wave and rejections, but I can't stop now because I'm the healthiest right now with Hemohim. Everyone here is a success. I'm not lonely because of you. Let's enjoy every moment. Thank you for listening today.
Thank you so much, Miss Jinhee, for sharing your story. And yeah, the most important thing is to be plugged into the system, right? And now, even now, I get people who ask, "Why do I need to do that?" Right? They think, "Oh, they say the same stuff every time," and so yeah, it is just like you said, is about overcoming the boredom of repetition. And we are here to earn $100,000 per month. So what is gonna no nothing can stop us from that, right? Who cares if we have to listen to the same stuff every month, right? Who cares? We're gonna be earning $100,000 per month. Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing, Miss Jinhee. And I think Miss Kyungmi also has something to share, right? I can see.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce amazing business Atomy. Atomy is a global distribution company that offers daily necessary at absolute quality and absolute prices. What does that means? It means we provide high quality products that are essentially tier for everyone everyday life, such as supplements, skincare, and personal care item at prices everyone afforded. But Atomy is more than just a shopping mall. It is a global business opportunity that allowed ordinary people like me build a sustainable income without any joint fee, monthly maintenance fee, or mandatory purchase. That is right. No risk and no burden. Atomy use a vinyl system with unlimited levers and global one server system, which means that your business can grow not only in your country but across the world. Whether you live in US or Korea, Mexico or France, your partner can be anywhere and all the points accumulated globally. One of the most powerful aspects of Atomy is consumer success. You simply use the products, share your honest experience, and help others do the same. There's no need to hard selling, and just to share value and help others save money and improve their health. We believe in growing together with the culture of cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, and serve it in humility. There are not just the words, but a way of doing business that respect people and builds true leadership. Atomy is not a get rich and quick Sam. It is a long-term business with real products, real consumers, and real compensation with the consistently and teamwork. Anyone can achieve success here. I believe Atomy is the last business you will ever need. Thank you. I got a lot of help from the a computer and GPT. I'm going to keep practice like this every single day to all the American. Thank you.
That was amazing, Miss Kyung. Thank you so much for sharing. And I really like what you said at the end, that you hope that this is the last business for everyone. And I hope so too, that I will not have to do business after Atomy ever. And I'm still, yeah. But I think, yeah, that is the ideal, right? That's the ideal thing for everyone. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. And so, the last person that I want to hear from today is actually Miss Manut. Are you here? And and would you be willing to share something for today?
Hello. Actually, I'm not so well. I'm sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, because as you know, like in Cambodia, we have war with Thailand and Cambodia. So
Mhm.
I'm so busy. Like we need to have prepare some food, some stuff for our people at the farm at the province. So someday I just take one day go and come back at night time, midnight. So
Mhm.
yes, actually, for Atomy, I'm so busy. I don't have much time to do with Atomy. But what I like the most Atomy have a good supplement for me because I go everywhere. I always take hemohim, vitamin C, probiotics, and I use a lot of vitamin. And I'm not eat much because I'm not hungry, and sometimes I also forget to eat. So I just eat supplement. And when we talk with friends, I told them actually I'm not prefer on supplement. Just I'm not feel hungry. That's why I'm not eat. But also feel good that I have a good supplement for me. Whatever I still can go to work. I still can take care of my kid. So yes, supplement of Atomy is really best for me. That's why I keep sharing to people around me for hemohim. Recently, I share a lot about hemohim. Some people they not trust yet. So I just give them free. You can get one small box free. So some people they say no, I don't want to get free. I buy from you. So okay, you can try the small box. And some people after they try, they buy the big box. So I'm so happy also that I can share the good thing to other people. So that's all for me recently. Like for business, not grow much, but I I share a lot about healthy to people that I know. So mostly they take probiotic, vitamin C, or hemohim for skincare. Recently, I'm not sure about skincare because even myself, I'm not take care good for skin also. Yes, that's all from me. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Miss Manut. And from Miss Manut's speech, I think we can all see, so the products, right, is always the products that do the work, and the products always lead to voluntary repurchase. The people who bought the small box of Hemohim from Miss Manut, they come back and they want to order the full box, right? And of course, they would not do this if they don't like the product. And so we also know that even if it is not about us earning money, because from just one box of Hemohim, do we already get sales profit? No, right? But we cannot help but share about these products because we care about other people. So that's why I also really believe that Atomy is love, right? I think the way Miss Manut is sharing about Atomy to other people is not just about making money, but it's about her love for other people. We want other people to also be healthy. And also for Miss Manut as well, there's war in Cambodia right now. There's the situation there is not easy. Everything is very chaotic. And the only thing that I can see is only from social media, and it already looks terrible. So I can only imagine how hard it is to actually be there, right? And so Miss Manul, when she is so busy, always not only taking care of herself, but helping out with all the people in need, it's really hard to take care of yourself. But Atomy is there to take care of her, right? With the health supplements. So this is the parts where I think all of us can really feel that love, So Atomy is not just money, but it's love. I think I think everyone can agree on that, right? So thank you so much to Ms. Manut for sharing. And of course, even in situations where there is war or difficult situations, or even if it is difficult for us to be actively sharing, what happens is from the downline, there's still points that are coming to us, right? And I know that in Indonesia, from Ms. Manut's downline, there are people who are buying products. And Ms. Manut is not sharing those products to Indonesian people, right? So that is also the beauty of the network marketing business and the system of Atomy, right? We are all helping each other, right? We're always helping each other, and even if I am not able to do something, someone will do it, and we always fill each other where we lack. So I think that, yeah, I think all of us here who in this webinar, I know that you know about this real beauty of Atomy system, right? I'm sure that all of you have received help from your sponsors and from your partners. And so, yeah, that is also why Atomy is love, right? So I think that is the really the best way to finish the webinar today. And I would also like to maybe invite Miss Moon if she would like to say anything to finish us off. 문득현 총장님, 저희 끝나기 전에 혹시 마무리로 한마디 해주실 수 있으실까요?
네, 반갑습니다. 로얄 마스터 문대현입니다.
Hello everyone, this is Royal Master Mundukyan.
네, 매주 월요일마다 우리가 김만추, 사장님께서 이렇게 수고를 해주시고 계십니다.
Every Monday we're attending the webinar hosted by Mr. Kim Manchu.
어, 이 방에 나도 들어오지만 나의 파트너들, 어느 나라든 상관없어요. 지금 여기에 보니까 우리 미국에서도 들어오셨고, 한국에서도 들어오시고, 캄보디아에 들어가고, 인도네시아, 방글라, 여러 나라에서 들어와 있잖아요. 그죠?
So for this webinar, we should also attend not only for ourselves, but make sure our partners will also attend. We have many people from Indonesia, USA, Cambodia, and Korea, right?
영어로 우리가 지금 이 사업 설명을 하고 있기 때문에 영어가 되는 파트너분들은 이 방에 많이 참석할 수 있게 하는 게 가장 좋은 방법인 것 같아요.
So because this presentation is done in English, I think it's really helpful for everyone if they invite English-speaking partners to this webinar.
이 방은 우리가 애토미를 정말 알아보는 과정이고, 그리고 여기에서 이런 애토미가 제품도 좋고 이런 정도의 시스템을 갖췄다면 나도 한번 해볼 수 있겠다는 생각을 바꿀 수 있는 그런 어떤 계기가 될 거라고 생각을 해요.
Because this webinar is the very process for looking more into what Atomy business is, right? And by learning about Atomy products and system, this can be the space where we really start to change our mind about how this can also work for us.
이 방이 행제 라인 방이고 이걸 떠나가지고 영어로 들을 수 있는 많은 사람들이 들어와가지고 내 비즈니스로 바꿀 수 있는 그런 계기가 되는 그 방이 되었으면 좋겠다는 생각이 듭니다.
So going apart from whether this is Brotherline or whatever, I hope that this can be the opportunity for everyone to really grow together and invite English-speaking people.
성공은 정말 생각을 바꿀 수 있는 어떤 그런 찬스가 굉장히 필요하다고 생각을 합니다.
Because in order for us to succeed, we also need to take that chance by changing our mindset.
그래서 우리가 정보를 받고 그 정보를 확인하는 장소이기도 하거든요.
So this is also the place where we do that, right?
각자 계신 곳에서 시간은 다를 수는 있어요.
So the amount of time it takes may be different from where you are.
이 자리에 많은 사람들이 오셔가지고 애토미가 정말 어떤 회사고 어떤 제품이 있고 앞으로 나도 여기에서 성공할 수 있겠다는 그런 어떤 생각을 바꿀 수 있는 장소가 되기를 바랍니다.
So I hope that this will be the space for many people to attend and then change their mind about how this business can provide an opportunity for all of them.
매번 이렇게 보지만 너무 반갑고 저도 정말 너무 좋아요. 여기 들어오는 게.
So I'm also really happy to be here every time and to see everyone's faces here.
모두도 반갑고 오늘 정말 만추 사장님 너무 감사합니다.
I'm so happy to see everyone and thank you to Mr. Manchu. Thank you so
네,
much.
모두 행복한 시간 되세요.
Have a great time, everyone. Thank you so much to Royal Master Mundugyan, and thank you so much for giving us that perfect finishing speech. So I think on that note, let's finish. And I'm also on 3% for my laptop battery. So yes, let's okay, so let's finish with our company motto recital. So are we all ready?
Yeah.
Company motto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherish the
Cherish the
spirit,
spirit,
create the
spirit,
the
vision,
vision,
follow the
follow
faith,
the faith,
determine to
네,
will achieve.
determined to
가자, 가자, 가자.
가자.
감사합니다. 수고하셨습니다.
감사합니다.
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 아,
네, 그럼 다음 주에 뵙겠습니다. 정말
네,
감사합니다.
너무
네,
사랑합니다.
고맙습니다.
다음 주에 만나요.
Good night,
고맙습니다.
everyone.
굿나잇.